Hey everybody, it's Tarina. I'm gonna do a shirt for my husband for 4th of July, and I have this gray shirt, and it's actually kind of cool. It has this black sleeve, but I want to do a couple of things, and let's kind of get into it. This is the because of the Brave transfer, so we're gonna start. Um, let's take this out first. I do have a ink mat in here. And now a couple of things. We're going to do a white layer. We're going to paint with white because I want it really to pop off the shirt. Okay. So, and I'm going to do this gold. So we're going to start with white. Let's just go there. I can sit here and talk about it all day. And if you're watching this and you want the info, just put flag in the comments and I can get you the info for this project. And if you feel like sharing it out, I would appreciate that so much. I did kind of figure that it was about 4 fingers. You guys, you know me. I'm gonna simply just use my fingers to measure. Nothing fancy. But I do want to make sure there's no bubbles. So we're going to start by using white. I'm just going to use white ink. There we go. I'm going to get my squeegee out to start with. And if you're on now, you're probably watching the replay. So put hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. And this is just a shirt that I found online. Now, I'm not going to do Land of the Free or Because of the Brave in white, but everything else I'm going to put in white. We'll talk about it in just a second when I show you what we're going to do. Because I don't want the stars to be gray like the shirt. So I definitely am trying to make everything underneath white. Okay. It'll make sense, I promise you. Hope you guys are doing good today. It's Wednesday. Along. Trying not to get it on the words up there. We'll come back with some gold on that. When you put a base layer of white down, so that the transfer will pop off. Also, something really good about ink is the fact that you don't have to really rush because it's not like paste. It's not going to dry in the transfer really fast. Okay. Ooh, trying to be careful. Gotta be really careful. Okay. Trying to smooth out some. I'll be able to smooth some of the white out with the brush when I use the brush. But let me do the gold really quick. It's the same, just going across where the screen is open. And then when I'm ready to set this, you can use a heat press 350 for like 30 seconds, or you can use an iron on high, which is the cotton setting, for about 4.5 minutes. Then you turn it inside out and do it again. Just trying to make sure I don't go over anything. But you always want to use like parchment paper or a piece of uh, silicone, like a silicone sheet, over your design when you're setting it. Okay, you don't want to use the heat source right up against that ink. Okay, so let me put this aside real fast. Pull this off. This on the backer sheet real quick. Grab a little paintbrush and I'm going to go in and I'm going to fill in the stars. Okay, I'm not trying to do it too thick. I just want it to kind of cover that up because the idea is that I don't want gray stars. I want white stars. Okay, and this field is going to be covered with blue. And so what I want to show is the blue or the white stars under the blue field. Okay, again, just trying to use thin coat, and it does help to have that the sticky mat underneath. Might seem like a tedious process, but I promise you it's going to look being worth doing or worth having is worth doing. Is that it? Is that the same? And again, if you want the information for this project, just put a flag in the comments. Lots of fun patriotic stuff coming. Super excited about that. You guys saw my unboxing, so you know that I have tons and tons of projects in the pipeline. I'm trying not to get it too thick. So I'm kind of dragging some of that ink over to the next star. Filling in all those areas. So we're going to fill all that in with white as well. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. I I kind of feel like I want to leave the I don't know how I feel about this. So it's going to be white stripes, but then these reds, I think I'm going to just fill, I want the white stripes. So we're going to just kind of fill these in. I'm okay that it kind of looks rustic-y. Don't have to necessarily fill it all in, but I don't know. We're just going to fill it in. Let's just do that. Let's just do it. Ever talk to yourself when you're crafting? Because I do it all the time. I guess I'm the only one that's going to listen. Filling in these little like distressing marks too, because again, I want the white to really pop. Sorry, the red's going to pop. The white lines, these white lines are going to be red. The white lines are going to be white. Again, just filling in all the little spaces. I'm trying not to put too much in one space because I don't want to drag too much because I don't want to stretch the t-shirt. Does that make sense? You can move some of it around, but you just don't want it to be too thick. I want it to look plasticky. I just don't want to stretch that t-shirt too much. Kind of pouncing it in. Make sure it gets into all the little spaces. See, not too bad. Oops, see, just don't want to stretch that. Feel like you're gonna stretch, just kind of pounce. We're gonna need to, before we put the transfer back over this, we'll have to set this. Like I said, to set it, you're going to either use some type of heat source like a iron or a heat press. If you use a regular iron, you're going to just use it on high, which is the cotton setting, 4.5 minutes. Use a piece of parchment or a silicone sheet over top for 4.5 minutes. And then if you have a heat press, like an easy press or a regular heat press, you can do it for 350 for about 30 seconds. Again, using um, silicone sheet or a piece of parchment and not wax paper. No wax paper, that will melt. So I'm gonna need some more white pretty soon. I was just talking to my son, and I showed him the little outfit I made for my little granddaughter, and um, and they got her an outfit, and I'm like, well, there's more than just uh, 4th of July, and they're like, oh yeah, there's Memorial Day, so just be aware there's Memorial Day. We wear them for Labor Day, Memorial Day, Veterans Day. It's not just 4th of July. We have a lot of American patriotic holidays, starting with Memorial Day, and that's in May. That's this month. So it never hurts to have a few shirts available. Pounce it into that fabric. And I'm using a soft bristle brush too, so it doesn't stretch that fabric any extra. Done, you guys, almost done. So just allow that the color of the actual flag when we put the colors in, it'll allow the white will allow it to really pop off the fabric. Make shirts for your entire family. Our transfers, you can use them, 10, 12 times, if not more. I I've used some of mine way more than that. So honestly, if you're making t-shirts for your entire family, I mean, you guys saw the other shirts that I've made. Um, I for the boys and for the little babies. I've used that already, that one transfer 5 times, and it still has a ton of stick left. So you can buy a couple t-shirts, a transfer, some ink, boom. You got family t-shirts you can make. Get a couple. I'll just go back and see where it might need a little extra. It's, we're a little extra. Pretty good, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna this aside real quick. Hold on. Get my heat tool out. I'm just gonna pre-dry this just a teeny bit. I've set that, or Facebook. I'm gonna I want to put this transfer back on. And so I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to start with the blue field first, because you're trying to like stretch it out back over the white area. You just want to try to make it line up as much as possible. You're going to get some white showing underneath there, and that's okay, because honestly, we want it to pop off. But sometimes when you're working with lines, you got to be really careful, and you might have to stretch underneath a little bit. And again, that's fine too. So we're just going to start with the blue and work our way down a couple of the lines. Okay, so we got that. Let me get another squeegee out. Do at least these first couple of lines. Oh, I got some ones. See what we got. Just always be careful and make sure you look at your hands before you start touching your surface. I guess I'm going to do a couple of lines, then look at the wrist, see how they line up. Just see if that looks so far. Mm-hmm. Really cool. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm really try to find those up. The best you can. It's okay to have some of that white showing. Way, this last line here kind of got off a little bit. So I'm just kind of really being, I think it's the shirt. I've never used these shirts before. And so I really think it's the shirt. Work. It work. Look at that. Good, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to heat set this and then I will take a picture. I did get a little spot, so I did use a wet wipe on it to get it out. I think I love the whole look of this. I'm really excited how it turned out. I'll take a picture with Kurt wearing it though, so I hope you guys love it. Make sure you put a comment flag in the comments if you want this project. And again, you can make really cute shirts for the family. And I'm really excited to show you what the finished project looks like. Okay, I'll talk to you later, guys. This has been Tarina with Create with True. That's me. See you later.